The pandemic has fueled the acceleration of e-commerce across the globe, and the UAE, especially Dubai, is no exception. If you want to know more about how Stripe's launch in Dubai can be the driver for further digitalization in the region, the UAE's journey from being a tiny fishing village to a leading financial hub, and the underlying opportunities within the UAE e-commerce market, then keep watching. Good morning everyone, this is Mark from Payment Genes. Today, it's all about payments. Online payment giant Stripe is expanding to Dubai in its first move into the Middle East, weeks after their latest funding round, pushing it to become one of the most valuable private fintech firms in the world. The reason this news is exciting because it opens up new opportunities for more global brands to cater the Middle East and Northern African regions. It will also help local brands that haven't yet globalized in expanding and servicing a wider global market. You might be asking, why Dubai of all places? So let me take you through Dubai's journey to becoming a leading financial hub. Just 55 years ago, the UAE was a tiny fishing village before the discovery of oil, which has helped to build this urban state. Fast forward to this day, UAE is known to be one of the urban miracles to the modern world and one of the top financial centers across the globe. It's listed alongside other financial hubs such as London, New York, Hong Kong, and Singapore. Impressively, FinTech regulatory regimes only started emerging in the Gulf region in 2017. Since then, the region has become a hotbed for FinTech activity and regulatory development. The MENA's booming FinTech market is expected to be worth a whopping $2.5 billion by 2022. The UAE alone accounts for 46% of all fintech startups in the region, which marks it as the largest MENA hub for the industry. But this is not so surprising considering the supportive government policies, a tech-savvy population that is interested in adopting fintech innovations, and the country's vision for a fintech-rooted economy. More on that, Dubai's International Financial Center recently signed a landmark agreement with Israel's FinTech Aviv with the objective to further support the UAE in facilitating economic growth from the technology and innovation sectors. Altogether, the region has been witnessing a positive growth trend, and Stripe's expansion seems like a highly strategic step towards facilitating digitalization in this thriving market. At the same time, it's not the only payment giant to decide to expand into Dubai. Adyen, for instance, announced launching in Dubai already in November 2020. Now that we are more familiar with the UAE fintech landscape, let's touch upon the underlying e-commerce opportunities within the region. Although there are several online payment gateways operating in the UAE and a steadily increasing popularity of Apple Pay, cash on delivery remains one of the most popular payment methods locally. But like the rest of the world, the pandemic has had a profound impact on the way people perceive online payments. Prior to COVID-19, the value of e-commerce sales in the UAE was forecasted to reach $27 billion by 2022. However, new COVID-19 regulations have accelerated the growth of the industry, with online sales being the alternative to traditional shopping. Finally, if we look at the booming fintech and e-commerce markets in the UAE, along with Adyen and Stripe's strategic expansions, it becomes undeniable that Dubai and the MENA region are very promising markets. And while some might have doubts about the cultural fit, it is important to note that expats in the region account for around 80% of the total population, whilst a survey revealed that 37% of those are European. That being said, the local tech talent pool has been steadily growing, which is why we don't expect the cultural fit to be an issue here. Considering how valued cash on delivery options are in the UAE, do you expect that to change with the expansion of payment providers in the region? Share your thoughts down in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more FinTech insights. For now, I would like to thank you all again for watching. Looking forward to see you all again next week. Cheers, Dubai!